So this is just a simple video to be able to show you how to use your Finance Pro Plus dashboard, your back office. So when you log in, this is where you're going to go. Right here, this address. Notice the hyphens and the dots. It's all part of it. Once you get here, then you can click here to access your dashboard. But I want to just show you, you've got some resources in here, videos and stuff. This is the upcoming conference. If there's going to be a conference in the future, that would show up there. Training materials. There's a soundtrack for just music, maybe if you want to use it for during your own, Zoom calls, whatever you might do. How to join our community. This is really important. This is Facebook, and of course, you've got what's called Telegram, which is really good. If you need any help, this is help and support for everything except for the Founders Club. And there are still, at this point, a few shares available for the Founders Club. And the person who shared this with you can tell you more about that. Here's some links to the various Zoom calls. And you'll see they're the same time every day, not 100 different Zooms to pick from. So that's really, I like that. So you click on Access Your Dashboard. It'll either ask you to log in, or you will just come right to here, if you'll see, as I have logged in already. When you are wanting to help someone sign up, what you do is you click on your referral link right here on the left side, second from the bottom, and it pulls that up right there. This is my agent number. You click on this, and you even hear it makes a click sound. That copies it to the clipboard. Then you email that to someone, or you can text them, or however you want to do that. And then they just go in. We had someone just do this last night, and they said that was the easiest thing, and they sign up. Once they sign up, they do just like we did here. They go into their dashboard. It's going to show this right here. When they first come in, they're going to be able to click a button that says Get Started, and it has an engine roar. It's kind of cool. But you just have them go here to Plans. And then in this situation right now, because we're before the convention, you can activate and become a virtual agent by clicking on this Activate button right here. And it just asks them for their information, and it's going to say, what is the referr's ID number? And they're going to give your number. It's just really, really simple because you're the one that referred them. But let's say that you've already got, you only need 3 people to be on your team that you personally sponsor. So let's look at what that looks like. This is pretty cool. The Finance Pro Lab over here. Then you click on Pro Marketing over here on Finance Pro Plus, and that's going to go to right here. It's going to default to that, but you click on that brochure. This is pretty nice the way they've got this set up. So this is the comp plan. You only have to have 10 people, 4 on your left, 4 in the middle, 2 on the right, or whatever that combination is of 442. And you're making $250 a month. You're paying $100, you're making $250 a month. If someone said, hey, I'm going to give you $250 if you give me $100. I think you'd probably do that exchange about 1 million times in a day if you could. So that's what's really cool, is you're actually getting paid to use the services, and you're going to save money on the services along the way too. That's what's incredible. So this is going to be real easy to get people to sign up and to want to be a part of this. You get to 8 on your left, 8 in the middle, 4 on your right, whatever that combination of 8, 8, 4. Now you're making $125 a week, $500 a month, 50 people in your entire organization. And all of these, remember, all you're doing is you're sponsoring 3 people personally. So all the way up to where you get 150 people on your entire team, you only have to have 3 people personally sponsored. And then you're looking at $2,000 a month. What would each of us be able to do with an extra $2,000 a month? That's pretty neat. So you don't have to have a whole bunch of people here, a whole bunch of people here, a whole bunch of people here. And you don't have to sponsor a bunch of people personally. That's what's beautiful. So I like that. Once you get to Pro 1000, only 50 people on your entire team, you open up the door for this right here. And I just love this, the Generational Wealth Maker. Once you've achieved Pro 1000 and beyond, you're able to choose who will be the heir of your Finance Pro agent business. I love that. So once you get to that, that's a game changer. And then there's other things. I really like this too. This shows some stuff right now. One team, 5 industries, one unified plan, one comp plan. And it's so easy to understand it. It really is compared to other companies I've worked with. So this is really cool. So you get to Pro 250. And again, that's only where you've got 10 people in your organization. Pro 250. And you're making $250 a month, and they're going to give you Netflix for free with your streaming. You get to Pro 1000, and that's where you have the legacy and you can pass on your business and that type of thing. They're also going to give you $16.99 a month for Hulu, Disney, ESPN packages, stuff like that. Now, and that's in addition. They're going to give you Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus bundle. Receive an additional $16.99 per month bonus. So you can just use the money for whatever you want, or you can pick up these extra packages. So if you don't want Netflix, then you just have an extra $17.99 a month, for example, to do what you want with it. And this is just going to get stronger and stronger. It's so easy to grow with this company. My goal is to, as quick as I can, get to VIP 10, which is $2,500 a week. That's $10,000 a month. And that will be a total game changer for us. And there isn't another company I've seen that has a comp plan that compares to this as far as simplicity, because it doesn't have anything to do with volume. It just has to do with the number of agents who are active. And that means they're purchasing either the wellness, the wireless, something like that, the streaming, and which is we're going to find out pretty soon, App Convention next week in Atlanta, what the 5th power industry is going to be that we use every single day is what I've been assured. So I'm excited about that. So let's just go back over here and let's look at something else. So we're back on the dashboard. I love the way this is designed. So you can go right here where it says know your numbers, and it'll show you, it says you need 4, 4, and 2. You've got 5 out of 4, so that's fulfilled. 4 out of 4, so that's fulfilled. 1 out of 2. But because they're doing a free trial, right, where people can get in for free, they're not active agents. I've got way more than this already over here. So when everything activates and people are all active as agents in my organization, I'm going to skip from being a pro agent, which is what it says I am. If you go to the dashboard, see it says pro partner, then a pro agent. This is someone who's not paid, but they're in the system. This is someone who's paid. This is someone who's made it to the Pro 250 level, the Pro 500, the Pro 1000, 2000, and beyond. So it's a really, really simple system. And if you have any other questions, you can just ask the person who shared this video with you, and they'll be able to help you.